Hello, hello. Welcome to Mommy Moves. So we're going to do today a variation of frog pose, Bakasana. We're not going to do the full expression. We're going to do very much a modification of it, and we're going to like explore a little bit around what else there is to do once we're in frog pose. Okay. So I've got a blanket under me. It's to protect my knees. You might not need it. I don't necessarily need it on the mat, but I wanted to show you that it does help. It makes you maybe a little more comfortable in this posture. So we're going to come to tabletop, and then walk your knees out wide as you can, and try to aim for that 90-degree bend in the knees behind you. Flex your feet, and then just start sitting back into the pose. Sit back as much as you can. So it's almost like a wide-legged frog, like really wide child's pose. And so we're going to start here. Breathe. Welcome everyone. And get down onto your forearms instead of staying up like this, because you get deeper into the groin, and we want to really get deep into that groin and open up the groin muscles and all that connective tissue. And you're going to come just before your edge. So if it feels like, oh, there's a lot of pressure, just kind of stay there. And then you'll notice that as you breathe more into the places that are really tight, you can start to find even more depth. But just allow yourself to find that depth on your own. Don't be led into it by anyone else. So start to inch your heels behind you closer to one another, not to touch, but closer. And so that allows us to sink even deeper into our hips. So this is a great postpartum stretch after the doctor releases you, after those 6 weeks, to start doing something like this. And I'll be honest, it's probably my favorite pose. I need it so often that it's like my favorite thing to do right now. I've been postpartum. My youngest is 2, so it still works. Especially, they're right your hips. You're holding them like this. You're doing all sorts of things that aren't really opening up the groin, and so this is really juicy and lovely and necessary. So I invite you to do it as often as you can. So we're down on our forearms, and we're getting deep we're just kind of sitting back toward the heels. And now I'm going to offer a little bit of variation. So inch towards your right leg. If this is too much, the one that we're going to work on, I'm going to extend this left leg out. No, you can put a block under that inner thigh to help support and bring it up so that you can keep going with the stretch if it's too much. So I'm inching toward my right leg a little bit more, and I'm having my base of my right forearm, and then I'm starting to come up on my left palm so that I can extend my left leg long. And I've got pointed toes, but I'm keeping my feet flat on the mat. And so this just allows me to get even deeper into kind of like a nice little 180 in that groin muscle. So I'll even turn the foot. I'll do whatever I need, really. Walk over to that side so that I could get deep into the parts of the groin that I need to open up. And then bend that one, and then inch over to that other opposite side. Extend the right leg long. Come back to the forearms and breathe. And do whatever you need. So I've got my feet touching the mat. Pretty much the whole foot is on the mat. But then I start to lift the foot. So I'm starting to lift the foot like this or like that, and just doing all sorts of things, all range of motion in my feet so that I can get into that leg. Okay. So we're exploring, we're breathing, we're assessing, we're noting, we're pausing in the places that need a little bit more love. And then to get out of it, just bend your knees, come back to your tabletop, come to sit on your heels, and you're done. Yay. Easy peasy. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.